we're here today with Tim Hannig. Did I say your name correctly, Tim?
Right. Perfect, thank you.
Tim is with Automobili Pininfarina, and he is here today to tell us about the Pininfarina Battista. Hopefully I said that correct as well.
Perfect.
And a little bit about the company heritage and the fact that Pininfarina has now become a manufacturer of automobiles for the first time in their history. So as they say, you're on, sir. Tell us a little bit about the company history. We've got a couple of beautiful examples of Pininfarina coachwork over your shoulders. So tell us all about it.
Thank you very much. The company Pininfarina was founded by a gentleman called Battista Farina in the 1930s. So that's almost 90 years ago. And Pininfarina is called Pininfarina because Battista had the nickname Pinin, which means the small one. So he adopted that and called it Pininfarina. In that history, Battista Farina, or Pininfarina as the company, have actually created a legacy and a legendary image as a design company. They have designed more than 700 iconic cars of the history of the automotive story. And as well, amongst those, not less than 64 Ferraris. You can sometimes say that probably Ferrari was influenced by Pininfarina as much as anything else. And some of those we see in the background of this beautiful first ever Pininfarina car that we had the right and the opportunity to create today. I have to say, despite all these creations that Battista did, he never got to fulfill his own dream. Battista Farina wanted to create his own car, to not have to make any compromises in respect to the design line. He never got to do that, and we have the ability now to make that dream come true.
Well, it is a stunningly beautiful automobile. I've got to tell you, in the Pininfarina heritage and the Pininfarina fashion, it is a modern interpretation of all the classic Pininfarina designs. And perhaps you could name just a handful of iconic cars that Pininfarina has designed that people might be familiar with.
Yeah, a couple of very, very famous cars, of course, are all the Ferraris, the 250 GT, Super America, or the super fast, the 500 Ferraris. But of course there are other cars as well. There has been a Fiat that was branded Fiat Pininfarina Spider in the US that was very, very famous. A much, let's say, lower priced car. Or the Cadillac Alante, which is a very boxy design from the 80s that was as well done by Pininfarina and as well even bodied by Pininfarina in Italy. So there is a whole string of cars. And if you look carefully on many, many cars, you will find the Pininfarina logo, normally on the lower end of the body, actually showing the fact that Pininfarina was the designer of that very car.
So Pininfarina has been primarily a designer and a coach builder up to this point, but the Battista is the first time that Pininfarina has designed, marketed, and built their own automobile from the ground up, correct?
Absolutely. The Battista is the spearhead of what we do with Automobili Pininfarina now to create a whole range of luxury and sports cars purely focused on electric transmission and with no compromises with regards to the design of Pininfarina. So Battista is the first of its kind, if you want so, and probably an absolute pinnacle in automotive design and automotive technology. In Battista, yes, the Battista is mainly about the design from the outside, but as well it's an absolute milestone in technology and performance.
Well, tell us a little bit about the technology. This is a fully electric hypercar, I guess would be the correct term, correct?
Yeah, it's always difficult to find the right word for something that is absolutely extreme and to a level that has never been done before.
Particularly something that's never existed before. That's a brand new concept, if you will. In many ways.
Absolutely right. It is a brand new concept. It's a fully electric car with 4 motors and 1,900 horsepower. Just to get it into perspective, the hybrid supercar Ferrari that was launched last week is about half that power. Or the Bugatti Chiron is still 400 horsepower left. So nobody has ever done this. It's pure electric, and therefore it will accelerate you and the car, or with the car, in less than 2 seconds from 0 to 60. So an incredible performance in an ultra beautiful skin, if you want so, which has never been done before. But as well, we have combined that with very high efficiency, which will get you a range to up to 300 miles out of that vehicle. I think it's unheard of. And therefore, it is an absolute breakthrough milestone, and in many reasons, or for many reasons, a very, very big step forward in technology.
Well, tell us a little bit about the technology, the electric motors, the charging. I believe I heard you reference something about the ability to charge very, very quickly. Did I understand that correctly?
That's absolutely correct. Of course, the car will be equipped with all the bells and whistles in terms of charging technology. And I would say that how fast you can charge will not be depending on the car, but how much energy you have at home or wherever you want to charge it. So the plan is really to go fast charging, and it will have the capability to charge 80% of the battery within half an hour if you just have enough juice in your wall box.
And so is the car in production now? Will it soon be in production? If somebody wanted to see one, or if someone particularly wanted to buy one, how would they go about doing that?
Yeah, all right. If this car is going to be quite rare because we have very strictly limited to an absolute maximum of 150 production cars.
Wow.
We will start production next year in Italy, so end of next year, 2020, the production and the manufacturing will be started. And if somebody is interested in that car, of course, you can contact us and we'll get in touch.
And if they wanted to see information on the internet, where would they go to find information and see additional pictures of the car and get additional information?
There is the website Automobili.com, which can provide a lot of further information about this car.
Tim, thank you so much for being on camera with us today. It's been very, very informative. I've got to tell you, the car is exceptionally beautiful in the Pininfarina fashion. And you, the company, everybody involved is to be commended on this beautiful, beautiful automobile.
Very much and highly appreciate this. Thank you very much.